In today's wrap-up, former Chief of the General Staff of the Armenian Armed Forces, General Onik Gasparyan, issued a statement addressed to the Speaker of the Parliament, as well as the different leaders of political factions, calling for a war truth commission to be established. Gasparyan noted that there have been multiple instances of misinformation, conspiracy theories, and disinformation. All this has become a real threat to our national security and undermines our public solidarity. This is demoralizing our armed forces, and as a result, makes our state vulnerable, Gasparyan added. I express my readiness to support the work of the future commission as much as possible, he concluded. On April 15th, Armenian President Armen Sargsyan held talks with Georgian President Salome Zurabishvili in Tbilisi. Zurabishvili expressed her condolences to the victims of the Second Karabakh War. She said the following: "During the conflict and now, Georgia stands for peace. As a sign of that, our proposal on the platform of meetings, dialogue, and easing the situation remains in force. We all understand that any conflict in the region harms the whole region, so there is no alternative to peace and security for the development of the Caucasus." Meanwhile, President Sargsyan said that we have a lot in common. We should work together to create new opportunities. There is great potential that we can realize together. Within the framework of the working group of the Deputy Prime Ministers of Armenia, Russia, and Azerbaijan, which is dealing with the unblocking of regional transport communications, the Armenian side has raised the issue of the Ijevan railway. This was reported by the office of the Deputy Prime Minister of Armenia, Meher Krikorian, in response to a CivilNet inquiry. In the Soviet era, a railway operated from the northern town of Ijevan, which ran all the way to Baku. The unblocking of regional transport communications entails the repair of Soviet-era railways that are disused, and opening corridors for both Armenia and Azerbaijan running through each other's territory. In the latest edition of Insights with Eric Hakopian, Eric gives his take on what the recent Russo-Ukrainian tensions mean for Armenia. Eric also speaks on the purges going on in Azerbaijan and what this says about the nature of the Baku regime. And finally, on April 13th, Yazidis in Armenia celebrated Seresal, which marks the first day of the Yazidi calendar. Thousands of people from the community gathered in their Kuba Merediwane temple in Aknalich in the region of Armavir to honor the peacock angel Taosi Melek's descent to earth. Members of the Armenian, Assyrian, and Yazidi communities gathered together to also celebrate the solidarity between these three communities. ＳiviLNet's team attended the celebrations and spoke to attendees to see what they think.